What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna be telling you guys 5 things I absolutely hate about my 2021 Huracan Evo. Listen, I've had this car for just about a year now. I love it to death, but there are some things I absolutely cannot stand. Here's the 5. Okay guys, listen, I know the Lamborghini is really dusty right now, and that's because I don't actually drive it that often, and it's because of these reasons. I love this car. I was so grateful when I bought it, and it's been a dream of mine, but now that I've owned it and I've driven it, there's just some things that just suck. Let me show you. Okay, listen, if you're a wee little lad, then this isn't gonna be your problem, but I'm a little bigger boy. I'm not like fucking LeBron out here, 6'8", but I'm about 6 foot, 6'1", about 240, okay? And sitting in this Lamborghini is a nightmare. Just, you cannot get in from the side. You have to turn around and sit down like this. You just, so every time I'm getting in, it's this whole ordeal of just sitting in this thing and then, oh, don't even get me started on getting my leg underneath, getting out. It sucks. And listen, if you're gonna drive this thing around, that is not fun to do, all right? All right, listen, the second thing I absolutely can't stand about this Lamborghini is if you wanna drive this car around town, if you actually just wanna drive, they made the Lamborghini Huracan Evo actually a lot more comfortable to ride. So this is actually more comfortable than if you were to be driving the Aventador or, you know, the STO. And, you know, you gotta take in context, they made it for comfort, but still, if you're driving around town and you got a drink with you, where the hell are you putting it? Oh, let me tell you where. You put it right there. Look at that little thing. It fits damn near nothing. It's this little flimsy thing right here. And do you know how much money I had to pay just to have that in there? That was like $1,000 plus upgrade just to have this little bitch in there. And it does nothing. I can barely fit my drinks in there unless it's like a smaller one. So and there's no point in that whatsoever. It's not sturdy. The drink's in there, it's gonna fall out. It sucks. All right. The third thing I absolutely cannot stand about my Lamborghini, every car in the history of the world has had something for their windows right here on the side, where you click a button here on the side and it rolls down your windows. That's not the case. For some reason, some genius put the window thing right here in the middle. So in order to roll down the windows, you have to click this down, or excuse me, push it in to go down, and then to go up, you click it up like that, and it's all right here in the middle. Why couldn't they just put that button right here? There's no point to that. And so then I'm always just like, and then I'm like, click up, down. It just doesn't, even now, look, doesn't make sense. All right, listen, the fourth thing I absolutely hate about this Lamborghini is the engine. Listen. Okay, all right, I'm gonna talk to you guys because if you're driving this Lamborghini and you want to be driving your car listening to music, the sound system is meh. It's meh. But if you just want to listen to music or listen to a podcast and you're driving, I know that they made this car with a bad sound system because they don't want you to focus on the sound system. They want you to listen to that beautiful V10 engine, and it's beautiful, it's amazing. But just imagine driving for 30 minutes and nothing but this constantly. It gets on your nerves. You're driving, you almost wish you could just turn it down. There's no way to turn it down. So if you ever want to take this on a drive longer than 10 minutes, you just feel that roaring in your ear constantly. You can't think of anything else. You can barely hear your music. It's a nightmare if you want to take it longer than 10, 20 minute drive. All right, the fifth thing I absolutely hate about my Lamborghini is the front. Listen, I understand it's a sports car, I get it. But listen, if you want to drive this car around, you're gonna hit every bump and it's gonna scrape the bottom. If I have to go over even a regular speed bump or to go into someone's driveway, I have to do it at an angle or lift up the front because I can't do it. I will scrape the bottom every single time. And we're not talking about cobblestone roads. We're talking about just driving around town in a regular place here in Utah. So there's a lot of bumps. There's a lot of potholes on the road. And honestly, I don't always know where they are. So I'm scraping the bottom constantly and it's a nightmare. So you see, it's a dusty Lamborghini because I don't drive it that often. It's not even that comfortable. It's not that fun of a drive unless you're basically just taking off straight away and just feeling the power. That's a very small lived moment. If you want to drive this car around, it's a nightmare. All right, there's my top 5 things I absolutely hate about my Lamborghini Huracan Evo, but at the end of the day, it's still my baby. I still love this thing more than anything. Yes, all this shitty stuff, it comes with it, but that's why I still hold on to it. That's why I still own it, because I still love driving a Lamborghini. And you know what? You're not driving a Lamborghini, so you can bitch and moan all you want. Okay guys, make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. We'll see you on the next one.